Hello guys, welcome to another session. In this session we are going to look into event handling in React. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code to understand this topic. So whenever you are visiting any of the web page, then you are doing some interaction to the web page. And whenever you are doing interaction, the event gets triggered. So event comes into various forms like mouse click, focus, key press event, and many more. And whenever the event gets triggered, web pages perform some tasks. So in this session we are going to look into how we can handle the event in React, as it is core concept to understand while working with React. So first we will look into how to handle the event in the functional component, and then we will look into the class component. So let's create a functional component. So I will create a folder over here, FC button, save it, and over here I will create a file called fcbutton.js, and over here I will generate the functional component code with the help of RFCE. So this will give me the boilerplate code. Now here I will keep a single button that is called logMe, and over here I am going to associate the onClick event. So on click event, we need to specify the camel casing over here on click, and within that we will tell that curly braces, and within the curly braces I am going to specify the name of the function which I want to associate with this on click event. So for example, I am going to tell that log me. So this is going to be our function. So let me create an arrow function over here. I will tell that const log me equal to parenthesis start, and then here we need to specify the arrow function console.log, and just a message we will print. So let's write it logged, save it. Let's look into the output, but prior to that let's add it over here. Here I will specify FC button, save it. Let's look into the output. So here we got a button over here. To check it whether it is working or not, we need to click on F12, and then let's click on this button. Then you will find that it has printed in within the console logged. So that means it is working. So this way you can capture the any event in React. I have taken on click as a demonstration purpose, but same concept can be applied to any of the event. So let's handle some other event for the same button. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code. So as I mentioned, we can handle other event as well. So we will tell that this time on focus, and another method I am going to call, and this time log me on focused. Take this name and let's create another arrow function const, and over here this time I am going to specify console.log got focused. Save it. Let's look into the output. Let me clear this console over here. Now the moment I will put my focus on log me button, then you will see it over here what output it gets generated. So you will see it over here, it has console log the got focused. Now let me click it, then you will find that it also again printed the got focused as well as the logged. So this way you can handle the event in React. So now let's proceed further. One important point to remember I wanted to tell you over here is, that don't use parenthesis after log me or whichever the function which you are calling on click. If you will specify that the parenthesis, then this is being called prior to clicking on it. So let's look into the output now. Save it first, then you will find it over here. It has logged prior to clicking on it. So this is not the expected behavior. It should be whenever I click on it, then only it will get called. See here, whenever I am clicking on it, only got focused is being displayed over here, not the logged one. Logged is coming from the on click, and this is happening because this is representation of the function call. So whenever we are calling a function, then we need to call it with this syntax. But whenever if I want to associate the function with the on click, then you should remember that you don't specify the parenthesis. This is very important. Now I have removed it. Now let's look into the output again. Let's clear this one. Click on log me. So you will find that it again printed log. Let's proceed further. So now we have seen the functional component event handling. Let's look into the class component event handling. So to do that, I am going to create a class component called cc button, and within that we have a file called cc-button.js. Save it now, and over here we need to specify RCE into so that it will generate the boilerplate code with the help of snippet. On the same note, we are going to write the button and specify again log me, and over here we need to specify on click braces, and over here the name of the function, but this time We are going to access the function with the help of this keyword, this dot, and the name of the function we are going to create, like log me, and make sure that you are not specifying the parenthesis over here. So now let's create the function over here. So we will tell that log me, and we will specify over here parenthesis, and the body of the function I'm going to tell that console.log logged class component. Save it. Now let's look into the output. But prior to that, let's add this into the app component. So here we will tell that cc button, save it. Let's look into the output now. So here you will find that we got this button. So to make it different, let me change the label of this button first. So here we need to tell that class log me, save it. Let's jump into the browser. Then you will see it over here. It has printed like this. Now over here, press F12 and now click on class log me. Then you will find that it has logged the class component. So this way you can handle the event within the class component. So let's proceed further. So the second point to remember for this session is whenever you are accessing the function, you should be accessing through this keyword, and make sure that you are not specifying the parenthesis in the function name. So this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.